The May Day protests are shaping up to be one of the greatest that we've ever seen. The engagement I'm seeing, the encouragement I'm seeing, it's all through the roof. People are quietly leaving MAGA, eyes are opening, and we are due for a major change. And May Day, May 1st, just may be that. To help, I encourage you all to not only get out there on May 1st, but now search up May Day protest, any combination, and engage. Let's get that out there into the algorithm and make this thing pop. It's May 1st. Check your local community for events and get out there. This is literally shaping up to look like one of the greatest protests of all time.
Arizonans have had enough of being underpaid and overworked. May Day tomorrow, it's time to show out for one of the biggest political demonstrations in Arizona history. 5:30 p.m. in Tucson, or 9 a.m. at the state capitol in Phoenix.
The Democratic governor of Illinois is calling for mass protests against Republicans. He's telling Democrats to get out and protest, to do mass mobilization, saying Trump and his Republicans must be stopped. They must not have a moment of peace. The Democrats are calling for a mass protest across America. They're saying May 1st there will be over 800 protests in America, calling this May Day, a day of action, saying the Trump administration is a lawless administration and the Democrats will fight the Republican cruelty. This Thursday is not a day that people should be at work, but they will be out protesting. 800 protests are planned in America. Also, the governor of Illinois said that the Democrats need to get on their soapbox and they need to punish the Republicans at the ballot box. I think it's funny that the governor of Illinois is the one who's saying this when we know that the state of Illinois is not ran so well. A lot has been going on in Illinois.
May Day protests May 1st. Workers, students, mothers, organizers, whoever you are, wherever you are the resistance. Flood the streets outside your jobs, schools, homes, everywhere. Walk out, strike, mass protest, disrupt this entire system. The entire world will be protesting too. The power is ours, and the billionaire free ride ends today. Like J.B. Pritzker said, we will not give the Republicans a single day of peace. We will respond to their cruelty with every single megaphone and voice that we have. Trump and his administration are stripping us of our rights, kidnapping people, and taking away our lifelines. This system was designed to crush us, so we will fight back. This is the fight for our lives, our children, our neighbors, our future.
Tomorrow is May Day, which for a lot of people historically has been the beginning of summer. It's halfway between the spring equinox and the summer solstice, so we have summer to look forward to. It's also International Workers' Day, and it's a day where it's important to recognize the old divide and conquer tactics that those in power have used against us, that we are divided in so many ways. We're divided by religion, we're divided by race, we're divided by gender and gender identity. In America, especially, we're divided by political party. The reality is that working Americans, whether they're Republicans or Democrats, have a lot more in common with each other than they do with the orange billionaires up at the top who are trying to set the rules for the rest of us. And we've seen over generations an increasing divide in wealth in this country. As the rich get richer and the rest of us end up paying what money we have on interest to the banks, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So this is a moment to recognize that we have all this in common. Republicans and Democrats, conservatives, liberals, we have so much in common with each other that we can build this solidarity. And this is happening around the world. I mean, just look what happened in Canada this week. There is this growing awareness of this wealth divide, and that we have to build connections and community and solidarity on our side of the ledger. We have to unite to build our strength, and that's how we do it. We come out. In fact, there's going to be a lot of protests tomorrow. Go to 5051 to find a event near you, or Indivisible, and find out what's happening in your town. If not, find a way to show solidarity with the people who are coming out. We are building a movement. Welcome to the resistance. This is it. Happy May Day, world.
Hey, everybody. So we have reached a time in our timeline history where your grandchildren, your children even, are going to ask you what you did to stop what's going on. I won't have that because I don't have grandchildren. I don't have children. But I have a conscience. I do have that. And what many may not know about me is that I am very, very, very passionate about morality, ethics, justice, equality. Those things and the like are of paramount importance to me. So, in that vein, I don't want to be on the wrong side of history. I don't want to go to my grave and wonder why I didn't use my voice, why I didn't speak out against the atrocities that this administration is committing. Atrocities. Taking away our right to vote, mainly for women. And anybody who doesn't have the last name that they were born with, or they don't have a birth certificate. So minorities, marginalized groups, those people, no more right to vote. Essentially, I'm oversimplifying. Reproductive rights being taken away. ICE. Need I say anything else? ICE. So I'm not going to be on the wrong side of history. I am going to be participating in the 5051 Project's Mayday protests that are happening all across the United States this Thursday, May 1st. I will be participating in the protest that is taking place in Bremerton, Washington on Thursday from 4 to 6:30 p.m. on the Manette Bridge. I will also be participating in the protest held on Saturday in Paulsbo, Washington. So make some signs, come out, join us. We've got to make a stand. We're going to need all hands on deck. See you there.
This is part of the Hands Off Initiative, Unite the Workers, solidarity with unions. It's International Workers' Day. There's going to be a lot of things that we're celebrating on May 1st, but it will be a big nationwide protest like we've been doing since the beginning of this year for obvious reasons. I just wanted to come on here and give a few quick tips and reminders of the protests. Ideally, you would turn your cell phone off, leave it in your car, have it on airplane mode, turn off the facial recognition part of your phone, because there's a weird loophole in the law where the cops can't ask you for your password because that's what you know, but they can put the phone up to your face because that's like who you are. So turn off any biometric locks or any scanning technology in your phone. If you are going to bring it with you, then have a battery charger, an extra battery pack. Bring along some bottles of water. Make sure you go to the bathroom before. Have an exit plan. Have a meetup spot if you're going with friends. Ideally, if you can't go with friends, then tell someone where you're going to go. Like, give them your plan, right? I recommend ride sharing, taking a scooter, walking. It's a good chance to build solidarity with the community. Use public transit wherever possible. Keep your head on a swivel, and please be safe. Thursday, May 1st. It's another rally, another protest nationwide. You can look them up, like the Hands Off rallies, Workers United. I think SAG-AFTRA here in Hollywood is going to be doing a movement and an event as well. So be safe out there, stay hydrated, wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys out there. Bye.
They're being organized by 5051, Mayday Strong, uniting labor unions, immigrant rights groups, and community organizations. The demands: stronger protections for workers, fully funded public services, and an end to attacks on immigrant communities. This is bigger than one issue. It's a movement for dignity, justice, and real change. So if you're tired of watching from the sidelines, you should definitely go. You should definitely march, speak out. The system does not change unless if we show up and we demand it. Mayday is your moment, and you should take it.
So I know we've all heard the term Mayday, okay? And we've got a Mayday, Mayday, Mayday going on, all right? Not only do we have Mayday alerts because we are in need of help, we are facing disaster in so many different fronts, but May Day, which is also May 1st, is a day that there are some pretty massive protests being planned. Last I heard was like over 800 protests. People are taking to protesting, okay? Peaceful protesting, sit-ins, all sorts of different things. So I would search here or in your local communities to find out what's going on. But again, this is about being out there, getting your voice heard, being peaceful to fight for the rights of the American people, okay? Slowly but surely, our voices are getting heard. We've heard it through the boycotts. We've heard it through other protests that have happened over the last couple of weeks. And if we want to be heard, we obviously do not want to be the type of people that storm a Capitol. We want to be peaceful, and we want to have the right message be sent, okay? The rights of women, the rights of LGBTQ plus, the rights of minorities, the rights of those getting deported unlawfully, okay? And also the rights of the American people to have an administration that does not break the law. We are held to the law. He needs to be held to the law. And the more that we can have our voices be heard just for the good of mankind and not all of this disgusting, horrible messages that are being sent every single day, and the way people are just being treated every single day, the way it's just coming down to lining the rich pockets versus the majority of the American people. Protests are how we continue to show who we are, what we stand for, and what we want as an American people. Our ancestors fought way, way, way too hard to have the rights and the freedom that we have now. And if we bow out, that's taking all of their work in vain. So May Day, May 1st, check it out. Get out there and support.
That is the next Hands Off nationwide march. Please attend wherever it is near you. Understand me when I say this. It's working. It might not seem like it, but it is. We have completely hijacked the narrative, and they know we have, and it scares them. The Democrats, our leaders, are getting a little bit more bold now. So we're inspiring them to fight. We're getting some people on the red team swinging against their own God King. We're seeing more people who picked him get more angry and also hit the streets with us. And these numbers are increasing more and more every day. The news media, even Fox News, is starting to wake up from the spell a little bit. Not too much, though. Big corporations, even CEOs, are speaking out against him. The more you hit the streets, the more pressure you apply, the more people wake up. This is how Martin Luther King made progress. So let's keep going. We'll have to probably keep doing this for the rest of the year. During the summer, I would really appreciate if we did this every week. Currently, we're doing this every other week, every 2 weeks. And that's fine because people are still in school, people are still in college, people have to work. During the summer, we have a lot of bodies who are free. I think we should do it every week, every weekend, everywhere. In front of the White House, at DJT's golfing spot, at the Republicans' houses, everywhere. We have to apply pressure. He's currently on the ropes. Did you see him in that interview, the ABC interview with Terry Moran? The guy is in defensive mode. He is losing his mind constantly on social media. Check out his posts on The Truth That Is Social. Think about what's happening with Space Karen. Space Karen is losing more money than he can count now. Everyone around him is losing faith in him and his crime regime. Meanwhile, we got them weaponizing ICE to abduct citizens, breaking into houses without warrants, and abducting citizens, including children. And our tax dollars are going to that. This is not a time to sit at home. We have to see you guys hit the streets. No, it's still not our time, and you know why. But the more my Alabaster comrades continues to fight, I think we'll get to a point where we might feel comfortable enough to come help you. But you have to pave that way for us. It's not now, but maybe one day. Please hit the streets on May Day, May 1st, and continue to fight for our country. And thank you to those who choose to do it. Stay hopeful. Trust your gut, and always know you're not crazy.
Go,